Hello, this is a demo of the latest machine I have for sale, the Tascam 688 MIDI Studio. This one is probably the best condition multi-track recording machine that I've ever seen in my career of refurbishing these. I mean, this machine is a real beauty. It's in pristine condition. I mean, seriously, pristine condition. Fully restored to its original. Very few cosmetic problems with this. I mean, as far as electronics and cosmetics, it's near perfect. It's a real beauty. I've got it patched into my digital console here, and we're going to demo this machine for you. And we will start with return to zero and play. This is an artist I produced about 30 years ago, 1994. The tape is dated. And let's get the demo going. We'll check the pitch control, since a lot of these machines have problems keeping a stable speed, so we will play with the pitch control to show you the stability. Here's the shuttle operation. Here's the scene patching. You're looking at main assign. I'm assigning all the channels to the stereo bus, which is group 1 and 2, left and right. Here's effects. Here is the input patching. Here's mute. See, I can use mute buttons here when I'm in mute mode. Mute's really cool because it can be implemented through MIDI, so you can send MIDI events to mute channels at specific times you like. So let's move on here. stereo bus. This recording was done where I used the function of the MIDI studio, which I did back then. I always ran MIDI instruments. So track 8 is striped with MIDI clock data. And what that does is anywhere you go on the tape, it syncs up all your MIDI gear, all your keyboards, all your drum machines, whatever you like. There's a full production of this song with added strings and percussion on my website. Let's see, what other functions do we have? Oh, we have the scene storage. See, right now we're on scene 12, which is the standard factory scene. Factory, as you know, factory presets cannot be changed, but there's a whole bank in the memory of presets you can change. But for practical purposes, 12 is your typical mix down, where everything, all the channels, all the tape channels are assigned to left and right bus. So right now we're looking at channel scene 12, and basically you use the up-down buttons to go to whatever scene you want, and then you hit the recall button, and that's the scene you're in. For instance, if I go to scene 10, right here, you can see that each channel is assigned to the corresponding tape track, with the exception of 9 and 10, which are assigned back to group 1 and 2. And these are your groups here. You've got group 1 and 2, group 3 and 4, group 5 and 6, group 7 and 8. That's what gets recorded to tape. So let's go back to scene 12, which is our stereo mix. That's what you do to mix your project. And these buttons here, instead of using the up and down buttons, you can just type in, let's say I want to go to scene 24. Nope, I'm sorry, wrong buttons. Let's say I want to go to scene 24. You can enter scene 24 and then recall it. And there's your scene 24. There's nothing here though, because 24 is a user preset. You can put whatever settings in there you want and then store it. It's got a brand new backup battery installed that is user serviceable, which means no more soldered in battery. It's actually removable and replaceable. Should last you about 20 years. These are the record tracks. As you can see, they all arm like they're supposed to, and then you would hit record and play, and it would start recording on all 8 tracks at the same time, or any combination of tracks you would like to record on. Most of the time you're only recording on one track. Let's say you're putting in a part on track 2. Let's see, you have monitor mode, you have monitor insert, you have monitor mix, you have your Q monitor system. If you want to hear the Q monitors, I can take it out of group 1 and 2, which is your master mix, and we can listen to just Q monitor, which is found right here. And the Q monitor is panable. Let's say I want to pan this guitar. Pan the vocals. Okay, so that's the Q monitor. We'll shut the Q monitor off. Go back to stereo mix. Okay, let's return to 0 so we can start from the beginning of the tape so we have more source to listen to. Just start playing anywhere. Go back up to scene 12. These controls over here is for extension sync. You can sync it via MIDI. You can use an extension sync device. And this setting here is for your scene data. You can dump it or load it from any recording device. I used to save to an Alesis data disk. Worked out just fine. And then these are your DBX lights. DBX2 noise reduction is engaged on tracks 1 through 4 and 5 through 8. And those you can turn them on or off from the back of the unit. Everything is very clean on this machine. All the pots, all the movement of the pots, very solid, very clean. Like I said, this is probably the most pristine machine I've ever seen. And hey, I'm not trying to be a poet here, but it is what it is. And here's some shots of the back. There's your MIDI in, out, through. You can also hook a remote control unit, which is wired, up to this Tascam control socket. And that pretty much sums it up for this machine. If you have any questions, please contact me. You can reach me through the messaging system in Reverb or eBay. And I'll be glad to answer any questions you may have. Thanks for looking.